Okay, so we have cats, cats, and more cats.
I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you, what things you like and what you don't. It's not that long since I met you for the first time. You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out.
Good Muse Animal Foundation was founded in 1988 by Gloria Skeen Cornell as Metro Atlanta's first cage-free, no-kill rescue dedicated specifically to cats. We have been in existence for over 30 years now, thanks to the generosity of our donors and the support of our community and volunteers. We house generally about 100 cats at any given time in our current facility, which was constructed in 2015. This facility was built from the ground up and designed specifically so that we may care for and house these cats in the best manner possible until they find their forever homes.
You want to be on camera? You're such a handsome boy. Oh, my name is Chris Majeski, and I'm here a volunteer at Good Muse, and I do adoptions. And I have been here for about 5 years doing adoptions, and my inspiration for doing adoptions comes from an incident that I had. I was driving to work in the morning, and somebody threw a kitten out of a car on I-75 in front of me. So I was completely devastated. I know, Bjorn. And I turned around and I rescued that kitten off of I-75. I stopped traffic and I was able to bring her home. And I told my wife that I never want to see a situation like that again. So I want to do everything that I can in my power to help kittens find homes so they wouldn't be in a situation where they're randomly thrown out of cars on the street. So that was my inspiration for coming to Good Muse, and I have enjoyed every minute that I have been here. I do adoptions twice a month. I also work a full-time job, but this is the favorite part of my week and month when I come in here. And getting to work with people and finding good homes for our kitties, you leave with a smile and the rest of your weekend is the best weekend you've ever had. So I truly enjoy every minute of my volunteering service at Good Muse, and I cannot be happier with this organization and what we stand for.
Hi, I'm Kendra Ledlow, the Director of Operations here at Good Muse Animal Foundation. I'm going to tell you a little bit about where we get our cats from, what happens to them as they go through the process from intake to adoption, and how many kitties we're saving each year. So first of all, most of our kitties come from area animal controls, so we get a lot from right here in Cobb County, but we also like to take field trips and go to other area animal controls. So another way kitties come to us is through owner relinquishment. So especially this time in the world, there are a lot of people that have either gotten sick or they might have passed away or are just falling on hard times. And a lot of times we like to help out and take the cats into our care so that they're able to find another home. We also take in some cats from our community cat program. Usually that's young kittens that are too ill to be returned to field. A lot of times they can't even have surgery the day that they're coming in. So since young kittens are able to be socialized, we'll get them into foster care and take them into our care. And that's kind of an exception to the rule of our TNR program. So when cats arrive to Good Muse, our first priority is making sure that they are medically okay. They will see our veterinarian, get a full exam. We do combo test upon entry. We're able to keep FIV positive cats, but right now we're not able to keep leukemia positive cats in our care. So luckily that's very rare and we don't come across that situation very often. So that's the first step. We also make sure that they're up to date on their age-appropriate vaccinations. We will do blood work if it's necessary because of their age, or if they're going to have a procedure like a dental cleaning soon, then we'll do pre-anesthetic blood work. Deworm them routinely, and then we also check a fecal. So if they have a parasite, in addition to the common ones that are treated by our dewormer, then we'll treat with additional medication to make sure they're cleared of any contagious disease or parasites before they mingle with other kitties. We do keep them in our intake room for about 10 to 14 days when they first arrive, and that's just a quarantine period to make sure that they, again, don't have anything contagious before they are interacting with our other cats. Other than that, they're not in a cage here at our shelter, so they are in group housing. The way our shelter is set up is kittens that are younger than about 8 months of age are in our kitten room. So they have their own space. They actually have their own air filtration system to make sure that they are breathing slightly different air than our adult kitties. And then the adults are in a bigger area, and they are 8 months and older, and anywhere up into 16 to 18 years old. So we don't really discriminate upon age. When we intake our cats, we have lots of different ages. The recent pandemic, a lot of people are adopting more than they once did, and our goal for this year is potentially 600 cats. And then every time a cat is adopted, that gives us a spot that we're able to help another cat.
So here at Good Muse, during the adoption process, what we like to do is we really like to start a conversation with the family, and we really try to understand what their situation is at home. How many cats that they have, how many dogs that they have, kids that they have, what the environment is like. And it's really about trying to find the perfect cat that is going to fit into that home and enhance their life. So as adoption counselors, it really is our job to ask the questions to make sure that we're finding a suitable companion for their particular situation. And when you're able to make that connection, and you do the follow-up 2 weeks later and they tell you how great their house is and how lucky they were to find Good Muse and to be able to adopt from us, it's the most rewarding experience you'll ever have.
We'd gone to Good Muse
to donate food.
Yeah, to donate food, and there was a specific type of food that Zuko, our other cat, really didn't care for at all. And so Elizabeth dropped off the food one day, and there were a few cats that she was kind of looking at and interested in, and Azula was actually not there the time that she had dropped off the food, but she had wanted me to see this one cat. And then the second time when we went back, Azula was actually there, and we started looking at her, and then we kind of just fell in love immediately. She was very affectionate, basically from the get-go, and so it was kind of a match made in heaven, honestly. And it just, she brings us so much joy every day. And I joked, I said, I didn't want a second cat, and Elizabeth did, and so I joked, I said we compromised and got a second cat.
Yeah. That's kind of the story. And I think, you know, like maybe deviously or being a little sneaky, I kind of was like, oh, I'll go donate food to Good Muse, and that kind of gave me an excuse to look at the cats. But yeah, I think we had just been interested in having, when we say we, I had been interested in having a second one. And then Will was the one who really fell in love with Azula. Her name was Lulu at the time when she was at Good Muse. He fell in love with her because she climbed right onto your shoulder, I think.
Yeah, she was very affectionate immediately.
Yeah. So she's our sweetheart. She actually does have chronic kidney disease, which we do manage. She was diagnosed with that earlier this year, but with the proper care and the proper help, we've been able to give her a really good, nice home. And gosh, we love her so much. Like, we can't really imagine life without her. And people don't realize that she's 15. They think she's a kitten.
She still plays like a kitten, which I also think is, tough for people to understand too. They're like, oh, she plays like she's a kitten, so.
Mm-hmm. And as you can tell, she's very treat motivated. She loves foraging. She could clear out a whole thing, and yeah. I mean, I think that's a little bit about her and how we found her.
Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you